fine. Seems to be good. Alrighty. Let me just find some background music. Something that will keep us going, working. Let's see. Smiles aren't what they seem. Low poly drum and bass visualizer. 11 hours ago. What kind of... No. Let's go with Badlands. It's a synthwave. Some synthwave for the early in the morning. And... is it working? I don't hear a single thing. Ah. It's slowly starting, guys. I want to share this picture with you again. Look at that. Look at that. Ain't it beautiful? Like 5 explorers on an unknown planet. Some flora. This is what the dreams are made of. I want a wallpaper like that in my office. A big ass picture like that. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. There we go. Now. I was fixing now this equipping the rune. Yesterday we had a problem that it didn't deal the same amount of damage as it was displayed here. That was okay, but the problem was that it was saying like 4 and it was dealing 5 damage. So that penalty wasn't taken into account, I believe. That was a problem. Now it looks like it has been fixed. I'm gonna try some other runes as well. Like what is it called? Arrow shrapnel shot. See if it fits correctly. So it says 2 pierce damage. If I slot it in here, it says 3 pierce damage. Now this is problem. This is like a bonus, but bonus is coming from what? From sharpshooter probably. Or it's okay now. Huh. Wait a minute. Brawler. It increases the pierce damage of the brawler. We're gonna work on something else today. You know? It's not something that I want to be messing the whole day again. I'll be doing on it off stream a bit more. Anyway, so then we added a boomerang. Then boomerang like this. And we made a cooldown that it works as soon as you grab it. If you throw it, it refreshes the cooldown. So that's a thing. But the problem with this one is that you can spam it like this. Check it out. I'm not sure if this is what we want. See? Like OP. Huh. What do you guys think? Is this gonna work? Or should we like make not instantly refreshable cooldown, but reduce it for like a couple of points, you know? Like 50% cooldown reduction. Okay. This is gonna be the first one. The second one we're gonna do is gonna be a blue boomerang. It could be like... Enemy piercing one. I'm gonna read what Logan suggested. Magic boomerang. Quick, medium energy, medium damage, pierces enemies. Blue is magic. Yeah, purple is poison, blue is magic, and purple is also high-tech something. Blue is related to energy, I'd say, so that's good. Quick. Now this wooden one is probably a bit slower. Yo! 23! We missed you yesterday. You came, you pinned the message, went away. We were like joking that you're double dipping, you know. Joke, but we kind of missed you really. That's not a joke. You know, I even cried. He went somewhere else. No. How's it going? Tell me, buddy. So, wooden boomerang. Could we make it a bit quicker? 150. I think wooden is mediocre. It's the most basic one, so we're not gonna do that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make Solocorium! Hello! How's it going? How's the app going? Bugs have been fixed. That's what you mentioned last time. That's cool. I'm thinking about... what should we call this one? Magic boomerang, that would be just like, you know... Thanks for the pin, buddy. Magic boomerang would be too generic, I'd say. You need something more special. Huh. Oh, nice. That's nice. Ah, playing games. Cool. Yeah, you told me that you were playing like 5 games during the weekend, right? That you had the longest stream. That's... what did you say, like 70, 80 hours, something like that? Double dipping, that's what Simon said, you know. Like, we laughed a little bit, like, in terms of, yeah, that you found another streamer, you know, and so on. And then we felt a little bit butthurt. It was a joke, you know. Yeah. Don't want to make this sound too cringy. You know. A joke in a way that I'm not entertaining enough, and so on. In that way. Man, yesterday was really sucky. I didn't get anything done. I committed the whole big message, that was true, but... yeah, that's why the stream was boring a bit yesterday. Then I added the monster slime. Nothing, anything special? No, nothing really happened. We made a reset cooldown on return to owner. Attack system. Item effect info. I was dealing with this thing. Still the scaling is off somewhere. I'm gonna have to take a look at it because it kinda really sucks. And I've been bothering with this bug like for way too long time. But it's needed. But it's not going to be a test release blocker. So that's why I'm gonna focus on, like, yeah, glad that you're laughing, buddy. Because, yeah, the thing is that we have to add more content. You were recommending something regarding the cartridges as well, if I recall correctly. The efficacy of mushrooms. You can heal slightly more. Also a good proposition. But if we go with boomerangs today, let's make a couple of them. So we're gonna have more items in the pool. The magic is too generic. We have wooden, it's very generic, but okay, it's the most basic piece of equipment that you can have. I don't know. You saw my creativity with the red, yellow and blue cape. So that's something that sucks. No, I don't want to use the colors here anymore. If you know, guys, what I'm talking about, it's actually these weapons that we're inserting now. And we're gonna be working on this blue boomerang. Then I have... this is the same thing. These sprites are the same that I have like in Reynard. These three. I call this one glider. So that one isn't bad, but I wonder what I call this one, the blue one. Maybe I could use it and make it like a tribute to the old game, you know. So it's the same name as the from the earlier one, but different stats. What if I take a look at my old GitLab repo? Let me check it out. My old thingy was rolled into the fray, I believe. And then if I take a look at the items that we had. Oof. Sprites. 7 years ago, 8 years ago stuff. Wonderbar. Assets and assets, where do I have this thing? How did I save it? Prefabs and then prefabs, what do I have? Do I have items or weapons or something? Areas, buildings, characters, Christmas, controllers, destroyables, dungeons, enemies. Forges, obstacles, plants, resources, what is that? Items. Weapons. Did I call it like a normal boomerang? Glider. Yeah. So the funny thing, my old repo that I have here, wooden was wooden boomerang, blue was boomerang, only boomerang, and green was glider. I don't mod for any other dev, but I follow, listen, support, grow community with 20 or so streamers. Whoa. Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. Do you guys give me a sign so that we say that this one is going to be just the boomerang, like I had in Reynard? Thanks, buddy. 23. Then we have to make the 23 item, like we discussed. You know, 2 and 3 values of everything. It's gonna be OP. A bit OP in the beginning. Or maybe a bit weaker and then it goes very OP. Like exponentially if you add runes to it. Wooden boomerang is going to become a normal boomerang now. We do generic names now. Okay. Shoot the ranged items boomerang. And this one is gonna be a bit more special. We're gonna add like more rune slots to it. And let's make a generic scale from novice to adept. Right now I've apparently attempted to call function stop in base null instance on a null instance. That's how it happens. Possibility, you know. Okay, 2 rune slots. So when you were streaming like for 17-18 hours, like you mentioned, I wonder, how didn't you get exhausted, man? That's like a marathon. Were you using some substances like energy drinks and so on? Or you were just hyped? I know that... Oh, thanks for the ban, buddy. I know that you have ADHD, but I don't understand what's with the energy level in this case. Like, if you're always like 100% go mode, or... Yes, I had a very special pick-me-up, also the hype. What's that pick-me-up? I don't understand. Also the hype. Oh, this one is dealing slash damage, which is okay. Boomerang return to owner, that's okay. Speed is 150, we're gonna make it faster. Or we could increase its range a bit. No, let's make it faster. This is the fast one. Let's go. Ah! Okay, okay, okay. I understand now. I understand. As long... Coffee supporters, chatters, fans, friends, weird people. Wait. Yeah. Oh, I think my Dogovic is a bit angry at the plumbers. Aha, we have to create also a new boomerang projectile. And we have to rename it as well. Kana. Wow, she's pissed. Spin sprite speed 1000. Let's make it a bit faster. Because this one travels a bit faster, so it should be spinning a bit faster as well. Let's see how it will be affected. Visible, spin sprite, okay. Boomerang, 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 boomerang. The joy of streaming new fun games, exactly. That's awesome. Yesterday somebody mentioned everything is crap or a game like that. I think Logan mentioned it. It's a roguelite, mash spore and what is it called? Survivors like game. Oh shit. Solacorium says, get password manager, set master password, forget master password, 2 minutes later, GG. Whew. That's something that I don't envy. That's... oh. Well, I hope you remember it, buddy. Or did this happen to somebody on your team, not you? Atlas is this one. And then we go with items. Items boomerang. Items boomerang. Well, everybody heard about the bird, bird. 16 by 16, as always. Well, huh. It doesn't look nice on 16 by 16. Why is that? Huh. What did I do with the wooden boomerang? Just a second. 16 by 16. Just a second, boomerang. Okay, but where do I extend it? Ah, it's a bit upper left corner. Yeah, okay, I get it now. Let's put it here. Like that. That's good. Oh, yo, buddy, it happens. It happens. Everything's gonna be fine. Just a second, phone incoming again. There we go. But I think that we also need a texture for it, a separate one, huh? Because I made it that way. course I did. Let's duplicate it. Call it boomerang. Oh, the art of drilling is coming again. How awesome. Drilling again, second day of drilling. Projectiles. No, not runes, projectiles. Boomerang. Why do I have this highlighted like it has to be saved? Okay. Was I doing something while I was just selecting stuff? That's okay. And the boomerang is here. Well, everybody heard about the bird, but the bird. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna create others as well now when we're touching the files. Glider boomerang. That's a big one. And besides glider, we have to make glider here. This one's gonna be slow, but it's gonna travel very far. Okay. A big one. Big a bugaboo. 16 by 16. Epic. Okay. Glider boomerang. This one. Now has to be edited. We're gonna be adding 3 boomerangs today and that's it. Or maybe this blade is also cool. Yeah. What did I do here? Could we make it a bone? What is that? Can't recall. Why did it came out like it did? It just did. Boomerang, boomerang, bangarang. Ah, let's delete it. Paste it. Okay. Oh no, no. I was editing the wrong file. Phew. Why do I have 2 same files opened? I don't know. This one. A bit better now. Okay, and then I have bladed boomerang. I just wanted to change the projectile itself. One. Bladed boomerang is sharp, so bleeding damage definitely. Gonna duplicate these ones as well. Call it glider. And bladed is probably already here. So we have bladed, boomerang, glider, and wooden boomerang. Same has to be for the different these ones. That's okay, but we're missing a texture. Bladed boomerang, yeah, I have to modify the bladed one. It had a whole, how should I call it, like a freaking weapon. Sprites. Projectiles. Here we go. Like that. So these textures are ready. Then in the boomerang itself, now we also have to swap out the projectile data. So if we go to spawn projectile, here we have wooden boomerang, and we're gonna call it boomerang. Boom. So that's good. And we also have to do something. We have to say that it's going to pierce through target. So no destroy on touch, no stop on touch. Reset cooldown and return to owner. This is okay. Destroying ranged reach. Also okay. Time for a test run. The thing that we're gonna have to change also is probably some values regarding the damage, because this one is more epic. It shouldn't deal 5 to 8 damage, but let's see. Heredity type of this thing. Rare. Item name boomerang, item description boomerang. Good. First time chat. Boiler plan. Hi there, came here via Twitch front page recommendations. Hello. This means that I'm on a front page? Probably. or how? How's it going, buddy? Otherwise, I'm developing some stuff here with friends, and currently what we're working on is like adding new boomerang weapons. And I think we're gonna have to balance some values regarding the damage this new boomerang is going to deal. From 7 to 10 seems good. And yeah, this one's piercing the damage. The energy cost should be a bit higher probably. Or energy cost 10. Huh. That's already high. Yo, Logan! Good morning. Good morning, buddy. How's it going? Okay, let's see the normal boomerang behavior. Also, I have to check out the projectile. Did I change all the values? Boomerang, 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 boomerang. Already. Okay, good. Spin sprite speed is a bit higher. Nothing new. That's okay. I didn't manage to get the update, so I kind of fixed it, but not really. Something's still scaling the way it shouldn't be scaling in the passive. Hard to wrap the head around the spaghettis and all the axes, how the damages are actually calculated. Boomerang 1, let's see. It's a blue one. I like it. But why you no pierce? Why you go back? See, the cooldown is working now, Logan. Check it out. But that's a bit too exploitive, you know. Look at that. Not sure if this is how we want it. You know, I was thinking about it, that maybe it should reduce the cooldown only for like 50% or something, I don't know. Because instant reduce, I mean, it's cool. You're still bound by the... You know, it's hard when somebody is smashing the hammer below you. But okay. We're gonna have to see if this is too OP or not when you come and do this, especially if you socket something into it. Yeah, I mean the cooldown has to start already, but I have like a 5-second cooldown. What I could do is, if you catch it sooner, it could like reduce that cooldown for, I don't know, 50%. Something like that. But maybe this isn't OP, or is it? Because you expose yourself to enemies a bit more. And this isn't too fast fire rate. We're gonna playtest it, get some feedback, and that's gonna be it. Okay, let's try adding shrapnel shot rune to it. It's gonna have 2 rune slots, so that's the thing. I just wonder if I don't have any bonuses. Okay. See? Now the items, I love it. And if I add a magic one, let's call it Starfall. Strafall. 4. Look at that. Now this is nasty. If you can send it like far and then run and kite. Maybe this is too quick. This is normal one. Blue one is quick. It has the highest rate, I'd say. But like the game tactic would be that you throw it and then you dash and you try to kite as many of them, you know, in its line. So you throw it a bit more there. If the enemies would be here, I throw it here. What did I do? I throw it a bit more like this, and then I'd move like that to get them in. Make sense? Yeah, probably, exactly. It's a very powerful weapon now, I would say. It's... Yo, okay, thanks, buddy. Music is loud, so then probably the recording is a bit loud. I'm reducing the volume a bit. Is that okay? Is it better? Now why the hell does it bounce back? I want it... Yeah. Last projectile type we're gonna probably add is going to be the electric one. You know, the one that bounces between the enemies. Like not a random bounce, but... jump bounce. Thanks. Okay. Let's see now. The projectile of this thing is not piercing, but I'm sure that we set it to pierce. I don't have it destroy on touch. I don't have it stop on touch. Bounce, no. Pierce through target, it's on. I just don't get it. Return to owner on hit. Okay, hello. What if we modify this one? I think it should go through then. Maybe that was additional flag that was causing this. To return immediately to owner. Player, add item. We call it boomerang. This one is ordinary. So, with boomerangs... Yeah, that's better, look at that. Wow. That's gonna be nasty. But it doesn't double dip. Like, it doesn't double hit it, you know. Huh. I have to make it like double hit. I know that I was messing with this probably with Axis, and I think it would be also cool for Axis to have finisher like double touching the enemies. Glad to hear that you're excited. Glad to hear, buddy. Let's see, Iron Axe. Like, this thing doesn't also deal double damage, while it should probably. Up, down, and spin. Spin attack could deal double damage. You know, like the thing that is in front of you should be double tapped. Now I got some notifications. What's going on? Okay. Anyway, what we're gonna try to fix. It gives a bit of more... How should I say? Oh, we're gonna have to add descriptions as well. Better feeling. Definitely. So that's like double tapping. We have to then take this in account and... when assigning the base damages, you know. It shouldn't be too high because otherwise it could be like too OP. Anyway. Whoa. I think we should slowly start committing stuff. Again. Have a clean slate. Yeah, let's write a short essay on what we did. Oh. Yeah. I removed the passive bonus. Changed how passive damage is added in the item damage effect. Created now based on the parent when okay, first one. I removed a lot of stuff, changed some orders, but that didn't really, like, affect anything. Okay, first one. Second one is added ability to reset the cooldown of an item. Boomerang when it returns to owner. This could be extended, like reset cooldown on every nth hit. That'd be cool. But okay, this is again scope expansion. Remove some unnecessary props. What did I add here? No, that was that. Shooter weapon. Yes. Passing the item. Runs to the projectile. Okay. Removed unnecessary things. Started adding new boomerangs. Still work in progress. This is that. Nothing special. Assigning the parent weapon to the rune when we equip it. Currently it was only assigned on Unleashing the Fury. Simon Mole, that's what happened here, and other things are great. Let's push. Okay. And now if we continue, yeah, double hitting. I think that damage node, somewhere here I have like units, I don't know. There has to be a hash set or list of these things that, of the units that we actually hit. How's this working already? Or is it in the weapon itself? On hit something. Okay, on body entered hit sensor. What do we do here? Let's check it out. Blah blah blah. I take a look if I'm hitting the tile map, returning. I damage receiver. Receiver, if it's null, I return. Damage resolver, resolve damage receiver. Okay. But what do I do then? Nothing yet. Projectile data. Aha, this is it. Dedupe per victim. So boomerang doesn't hit multi-hit same target. It should be hitting it. Huh. There could be like a small couple of frame, I don't know, like delay? Hit owner IDs. A small timer, it's a possibility. I'll try to keep it as simple as possible. As much as possible. It's only for the damage nodes now. What if? I only use it here, huh? What if I only uncomment it? What's gonna happen? I know that somewhere in the deal damage in attack system, add something. Come on. Add enemy unit. Targets in attack zone. This is for the melee, I believe. Yeah. Melee one. So this one is preventing it from like double hitting. It's actually, each projectile has its own list where I keep the track of it, you know. But that's a good good argument, yeah. Now, why is it complaining? The name victim ID does not exist in the current context, of course. 949. Damage node. 949. Bounce off unit. What is it doing here? Bounce off unit. Reflect away from the hit unit and keep flying if bounce remain. Only applies to non-boomerang projectiles. With bounce enabled. Yeah, so that means that you can double bounce the same target probably. If I bounce for somebody, I can bounce from it again. That's why I'm removing the victim ID, but victim ID is not being stored anywhere. Okay, I'm just gonna remove this lower here. This one shouldn't break anything in terms of not compiling. Oh, by the way, Logan, I forgot to ask you, how was your day? Oh, otherwise, guys, I'm a bit excited, a bit happy. Also about the short house performing. We reached 2 and something K on this video. And it's still getting views. This didn't happen like ever before, like, check it out. It's still gaining views. All of the shorts usually die off like that. But this one's still gaining. That's the last one. See? Like a couple of hours ago, 12 views. 8, 17. For some reason it's not dying. And 43.5% people stay to watch. Maybe that's why the YouTube is still pushing it a bit further. I'm quite happy. This is the first time this happened. The next short I'm planning on for this weekend is probably gonna be Compendial. You know, and Red Hat. Okay, now, what did I want to test? I wanted to test Boomerang, right? Player add item. Boomerang. Yeah, it's double hitting immediately, but that kind of sucks. It double detects it immediately. Now this ain't the good thing. Sometimes once, sometimes 2 times. Aha, I get it. I have like a body at the bottom, but at the top there's like a hitbox itself as well. I mean, it's cool that you go there and back and you deal damage, but that's like 4 hits. Ay, 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 the breaking of this stuff. Coding shortcuts, exactly. And the problem is that I detect like the unit itself. And probably... Let me just check this one out. Body entered hit sensor is being subscribed on... Yeah, on area entered and on body entered hit sensor. And why is the reason I do that? The reason is... It's not the nicest reason, but I believe the reason was back then. Oh great, it crashed on me. That I was detecting a hit if you hit also like the collision shape of the unit, and I'm detecting the hit also if you hit the hitbox. So that's a bit strange, I know. Back then it seemed like a good idea, but if you check it out here, small circle, this is detected as a hit. And this square is also detected as a hit, if I make sense. And basically this, when I detect it, I get the reference to the whole unit. But if I detect the collision shape, I get the reference to the hitbox. And then I wrote a couple of resolvers and all of those things that came with that. Now I wonder what would happen if I would just like disable the body entered area. Because here I'm getting like no 2D body, and I believe that then the victim is being resolved by somebody or something. Let me check what I do with this. Aha, I check if it's a tile map layer. Yeah, I have to have it like that. Because I have to know if it's detecting like a tile map layer or if it's detecting like area and so on. I handle it in both cases. And then the receiver is being resolved, and receiver is what? Is alive. High damage receiver. Of course, this is an interface. And the owner, what do I do with the owner? Then I have owner node as unit. Do some mumbo job stuff in there. Monstrosity. And this was refactored a couple of times. Yeah. We're gonna rubber duck the thing out of it. I'd like the boomerang to be able to hit the target twice. First time when it's traveling forward. I'm not gonna give it the complete suggestion because the traveling forward and backward, this could act buggy because you could have like a knockback on the boomerang projectile. It could be like constantly pushing the unit forward and damaging it. This could be a OP build, like you had like double knockback rune on the thing, you throw it at the thing and it would be knocking back the enemies. That'd be like interesting. But if we take a look at it, we have victim ID, which we get from the owner instance. We add it to the hash set. Yep. And if it's not added, we return early return. Huh. What if I only add it? Huh. Yeah, the first thing that we could do is when we return back. For example, you take it only... You register the hits when you're traveling one way, and you clear them when you're traveling back, but this is a bit weird. Do I check these things somewhere else? I only remove them. Huh, hit owner hits, add victim. I'd add it. That could be OP. I'll never be as good a rubber duck as Mr. ChatGPT. No, you're the best one. You guys are the best. Because the thing is, when do I remove this? Do I clear it or something like that? I remove the victim ID when I bounce. If I have a bouncer weapon like a gooselinger or something like that, then I remove it. That's okay. Or we could add like a simple variable. That have like min time needed to pass. Yeah, like we said, a timer. That was a good suggestion, but we basically wouldn't need a timer. A whole timer node. We could just basically somewhere stamp down. What do I do here? Elapsed time. I increment this already in the process all the time. That's okay, I could reuse this one. See, I have process time here. Projectile data, time limit, on time limit reach, set hit detection enabled, and so on. But no, that with the time, what would happen if we would have like a cluster of enemies? If I would be waiting for a certain amount of time to pass before I register that thing again. Then I would have to have like a dictionary or something of all the enemies. I would need like a timestamps when they were detected, when they were hit, and so on. For example, if you have two enemies at the same spot and you're hitting them and you want to limit that detection on like, I don't know, let's say half a second, I would have to store a value of the first instance of an enemy and the second instance of an enemy, and store there when it was the last time it was hit, and what's the current time when I'm hitting it again. Yeah, that could be a possibility. Because we currently are like checking the elapsed time. And this is only being reset once we shoot it, which is okay. Then we could add, you know, this is a dictionary again. It's a bit heavier thing. Where do I have hits something, right? Hits. No. What was that thing called? Not shoot. There was like a thing called on damage something. I'll try bounce off. The train is still broken. I'm working on it. On body entered, not explosion, but this one. Here, where do I take the owner node? No. This one, hit owner IDs. This could be as simple as, I don't know, let's say private. Dictionary. And we call it ulong. And what's the time? I think it's float, right? And we make it like a last hit recorded. Per hit owner ID. Kind of makes sense. And we're not storing the whole references, which is okay. We have to make a new one, dictionary, like that. And then we'd be pushing stuff in here, adding it and updating this value when the hit recorded. And then on the timer check, we'd have like some kind of a period, and if that period passes, we'd remove the entry from here. Now this is a theory. Everything starts as a theory. Okay? We have to clear it because we're pulling these things here. We're gonna slowly replace this thing. But there's a triad or something like that. Yeah. And we add victim ID. And the time. What's the current time? Elapsed time or something like that. And then I can do the delta between the elapsed time that was recorded here and elapsed time that was there. But, I know there's an option to try and add stuff. Triad or update. What's the thing? What's the most performant thing? I know that you can be doing a lookup. That kind of sucks. That takes time. And you could also be like trying to add like create or update. I usually have create or update, and I have a thing like that in the Blackboard itself. Set or create, something like that. Set or create. And here what I do is I check the values, but this is, go to the collections dictionary, this is a bit different. See, I'm doing this stuff here. I check if the key exists and I only update it if it's there. If it's not, yeah. Anyway, I'll GPT it to make it the fastest possible way. So let's hit recorded per hit owner. This is going to be here. And then we have to clear them out. But iterating over this, every process, how fast is going to be this? Let's talk with it a bit. We're clouding now. I want to keep the track last time certain victim thing was hit and have like a small time that checks if new hit has passed a certain threshold and only apply it then. Detect it then. But this should only happen for units. For units and health components. I'm trying to go with the dictionary. Yep. Hit cooldown threshold half a second, like I said. But this is the thing that we're now modifying here. Try get value. So it takes the value first. the bounce section, remove the hit owners, remove victim ID landfill units. This in here. And the hit cooldown threshold could be actually placed in the bullet itself. We're gonna hard code it in the class for now. And this will be performant because it's only going to detect them when they're hit, and I don't have to iterate over them as well. But I want to place this next to the thing where I have this dictionary. Like here. Private float. I'm gonna call it 0.5 seconds. I think this is good enough time period. So, is unit or health component? That's a good thing. If it's that, I do that. Otherwise I do this. But can it be something else? Because owner currently is as a unit cast here. Okay. And the tile map is being handled even earlier, sooner. It has a completely own handling, so that's okay. That's one thing. The other thing. Bounced victim ID. Just a second. So, if it's unit or health component, I try to get the value of the victim ID first last hit time, so elapsed time minus that. If it's less than hit cooldown threshold, we return. We didn't do a thing. That's okay. Then last hit record per hit owner, we record it here. But do we check it out? I haven't checked it out yet. I don't return anywhere, or? Yeah, I do. Otherwise I update it. No, I think that this in theory shouldn't be needed. And I can remove this one as well. And where did I even have hit owners declared? I think this is completely obsolete now. Because currently we're doing this, we're getting it from here. Then I've uncommented this out just for case if I'm doing something more. Now we could do like spawn projectile effect. And here I want to see, do I have some kind of a threshold time limit, time to activate hit detection. So this is more like time related stuff. Export, we could say public. How should I name you? Float. What did I name this thing in the damage node? Where is it? 0.5 something. Hit cooldown threshold. Yeah, let's rename it because we're gonna move this now to the spawn projectile thing. So we can fine tune it based on projectile. Which we aren't gonna probably do it, but it's gonna give us a possibility to tweak this value a bit in the future. If we ever want to do it. 0.5. So now in the damage node, we say, okay, this goes out. And where's the error? I want to see the error because this is now taking that, but we can say projectile data. And this one. Any other error does not exist. Unclear. Huh, this on disable now. What's the freaking thing? Buy something. Come on. Hit detection. No hits detected. Oh, for crying out loud. Remembering all the names. Pain in the butt. Last hit recorded. This one. So this thing is going to be cleared here as well. When we put it in the pool back. When we disable it. So that's important. Then. What else? What else? What else do I do here? Do we have a test run now? Let's try it. Let's see how many things broke and then we continue. Yo! Drop of Gallium Studio. How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Oh, the last time you were working, you were drawing the comic, right? If I'm not messing things up. Try to remember. Okay. Building, building, building. You're a wizard, Harry. Yo, I wanted to ask. 23, buddy, if you're here. I know that you're streaming and so on, but is there any reason that you don't have a YouTube? That boomerang. Double dipping, huh? Are we? We are. Still. Well, the theory. Theory is always a theory. I thought that it will work, but it doesn't. Huh. Hey, caramba. On body entered. Good, doing art. How about you all? Yeah, we're trying to prevent like double registration when we hit stuff with boomerang and other things as well. So I was trying to add this, like if it's unit or a health component, I try to get the victim ID out. Huh. Owner instance. At 0.5 second. You know what, we're gonna slowly debug this thing out. And one thing that started really bothering me is Anna's camp shooting. Aha, I get you. But still, I have like such a feeling that, you know, based on that I streamed like 7-8 years ago, the development of Reynard and everything was forgotten. Twitch like forgets you, but YouTube stays. That's why I'm asking, you know. Am I detecting no type? Anna's bow attack action. I add it in here. I think I can nuke it. Let's see. I know it's like a hangout place more, you know what I mean. It's cool on Twitch, you have like live audience, you interact with everybody and so on, but those videos don't stay up, at least in my case they didn't. You don't have like big footprint, like a history to haunt you, if I make any sense. Now, what I wanna do is I wanna set a breakpoint. Yo, I started again through Godot. Why did I do that? Need one here. She should stop shooting like now. Okay. Why you no stop? I gave you a breakpoint. What? A receiver says. Oh, no, 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 no. Well, this is a health system. Oh. Lurk? What does exclamation mark lurk mean? What is that? I'm gonna put it in. Lurk. Receiver is unit, it's not unit, it's a health system. No, this is like... What do I get here? Health region, I think it's a health system. And it's a character body 2D. Aha. Videos. Aha, clips. Wait a minute, what was that? Is that a full-blown full moon in the midnight noon? What is that? Yeah, everybody, we're looking at the channel from 23. Right? Yep. Give this dude a follow. He's streaming a lot of cool stuff. This is his belly, are you kidding me? This is like a full moon in the afternoon. It even has a crack. Yeah. Okay. The ghouls. That's the game that some of them are like killers and others have to hide or something, right? Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Mr. Simon? I'm looking at the gore that 23 is playing. And then, shout out, I have to say it, 23 unrecognized command. Are you kidding me? There you go, buddy. So, 23. Do you usually play as a bad guy? Mostly killer, ah. Getting teabagged by a kid is not my cup of tea. Why would you let them live? Why would you do that? I mean, isn't the point of you like slicing them up and so on? Huh, okay. Is unit or a health component? I don't know. Why am I doing this here? Owner is a node, I have to check. Or is a health system. Health system or health component, right? Because somewhere in here, victim ID, no, receiver. Receiver is already being resolved. So receiver is good. Right, receiver is alive. Okay, then I don't care about that anymore here. I think we can remove this. We can remove this one here as well. Do the stuff like that. And that's it. I'm gonna even clean this one up. Let's see if this monstrosity will now work better. It could be working better, not sure, maybe. You know how it goes with me. Do you play Hunt Showdown? Because survivors are players behind a console or TV just playing a game, and killers have so much power. Generally, especially fellow TTVs, I give everyone 2 hooks, then drop them on hook instead of the final dead hook. Well, buddy, don't let me in your game like any time, because I'd be the violent kind, you know. I'd be the Cobra Kai player. Strike first, strike hard, no mercy, you know, and stuff like that. Let me see. Yo, I think we fixed it. Can you believe it? Check it out. What happens with this one? Okay, I have a poor aim now. Good. What happens with a singular one? Wooden boomerang. Bang, 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 bangarang. Good, good, good. Let's see if the goo is working well. Gooslinger. Is it the same word? No, it's like good one. Good. Gooslinger works. That's good. I can stop it. I'm gonna put put music back on. Put TTV in their name to grow a community. I don't need to shit on them while they are alive to feel good. I'm a style killer and I'd rather give the community some good horror jump scares. Ah. So there's like more. You're like fully role-playing it like that. Rustic Ronin, bow with 100 hands, katana with martialist, traps and control chariot card. But is it really so bad if you kill them? I don't know. You know what I mean. And Zap camped this one. And here his leader is facing something. Look. Come on. Aha. I think I have to check it out in the test level itself. On spawn face left. No, this was gonna take a look at Bryn. I think it's gonna make a little better experience that Zeph and Bryn are looking at each other. I mean, I'd be like... Yeah. Is there like proximity voice as well that you can make noises like squeal, you know? I'd be doing that all the time. Just to mess with your head. My nickname would be like Chupacabra, something like that. There we go. Love it. How do you like the sound effect of this? So 23 says I'm a pretty badass rat. Rat. Always had a problem with this word. It's like chameleon, you know, from the How I Met Your Mother. Why not use the skill to give survivors who get their ass kicked on the daily, even new ones, a fun time? Instead of further, why people should uninstall. I get what you mean. How they can win? What's the win condition for the survivors? Can they kill you? Then Simon, I understand your point completely, that they have to learn the hard way to build resilience. But then the game quickly becomes like a pure meta, you know, that you have like other people that are just exploiting some stuff. So I get that point of view as well. Oh, we forgot to add the description of this thing. Boomerang. Yeah. That's what kind of sucks, you know. The new ones that then they get raped and then they're all about, do I want to get raped some more or not? So you're trying to hook them in like a good, like, you know. I mean, I'd be like a bastard, you know, like some kind of a drug dealer. You slowly get them hooked to the game. This is actually what I did to my dad. When I was a little kid, I played easy on him, like in Kirby's Ghost Trap on SNES. So he started to have more will to play the game against me. Then once he was good, I became a bastard and I like demolished him. And then he wanted to play some more, you know. Actually, that's kind of, yeah. Fun times. I was like 7, 8 years old back then. Full like that. Actually, I've let 2,780 survivors go. Well, sorry to break it to you, 23, but you're doing your job poorly then, you know. You should be medieval on their asses. Sorry, you know that I'm kidding, but that's a very noble thing from a killer, you know. From a killer's perspective. The entity is displeased. Let me see that thing. Let's see, what did 23 cook here? What is that?
Make it a little more interactive. Boot. Did I scare you? Okay, let me try again. Boo! Oh my god!
Well, it was interesting. Especially how you got out.
Boot. Did I scare you? Okay, let me try again. Boo! Oh my god!
That's cool. That's cool. Me gusta. Me gusta. Okay, now we have like a blue boomerang. Working, piercing, good. Next one. 3 to go. Or 2 to go. Then we have a glider one, huh? Glider boomerang. 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 Okay. Wow, I didn't know that this letter even exists. Ah, it's a ch. Okay. Yo, I completely forgot to set the price of the boomerang. The wooden one is 200. Uncommon, this one is rare. Glider should also be rare. But the price should be, come on, you're gonna pay up for this thing. 600. Where am I pulling the prices out of my ass? I don't know how everything is going to be like priced. We're freestyling here for now. 750. Take it or leave it. This one is here. A rare one. Slow one with a lot of range. Let me make the unique rune slots as well. Projectile data resource. Make unique. Unique. Unique where? Lots of room slots. This one's gonna be all green. Because it's green color. You can't let other people win in other games. Battlefield 6 stands still so people can get a headshot. That doesn't really work. But I can take a 10-min match, scare everyone, make them feel horror and pressure, then be cool at the end. Why not? It's just a video games. I mean, that's a person I'd like my daughter to marry, you know, that kind of a type. So noble, so honorable. Simon, good, good. All four folks are good. Oh, sorry about that. Hunt Showdown is a fun game. The sound make the game unique. Oh. Didn't really play them. Now this thing is gonna be piercing. Its speed is gonna be a bit slower, like a normal boomerang speed. Well, let's make it even slower. 120. Projectile data. Do I have a glider boomerang projectile? I do. I just don't think that I assigned all the correct values here. Okay. Glider boomerang projectile. Okay. So far so good. Now spin. It should be a bit slower. Let's make it 800. Even slower, 500, something like that. We're gonna try it out anyway. And then the damage part, 7 to 10. This one has a lot of slots. I'm gonna reduce it from 5 to 8, something like that. Slash damage is okay. The cooldown of this thing is also going to be a bit higher. Now every single one of them has like a 5-second cooldown. 5-second cooldown. Let's see. But the glider has to take a lot of energy, we're gonna say. Because you can kite a lot of things in it. Energy costs. You expensive, boy. You 12. Here you go. Okay. Yeah, I still get crap from the outliers who don't want to be given a win. And all the tea bags. Yeah. They don't want mercy. Well, that was a horror. A weird horror thing. Movie called Ghoul. Did you guys watch it? It's an older one now. Private boomerang. That thing was... What? Why, you know? Why you know, Ed? Why you know? Glider. Of course, before we continue, let's add a translation. There we go. Where is it? Description. Coming up with the descriptions a bit later. Just slapping the placeholders in here, because otherwise this will take another eon. Thanks for showcasing all that. Yo, buddy. At least I can do. For all the things that you do. It's really cool. One day we're gonna make like a mini server or something like that for a thing where we're gonna I don't know, like 7 Days to Die. I think that game was cool. We played it for a while. This is cool. Now this is a boomerang that I like. I don't like this. This is a bug, but look at that. You could be kiting so many things in here. It's a slow one, has a lot of potential. See? This is what OP weapon looks like. And the bladed one is gonna be super fast. Let's see it compared to normal boomerang. Okay, now I think we just have to change the texture as well, huh? Glider boomerang. Like this. And the bladed one is going to be the fastest. That one is gonna be like, you know, I don't know if you played ever League of Legends, when Talon like shoots out his shurikens, or what was that? We're gonna make it super fast. So I think we have everything needed for the bladed one. Gonna be 800. Why? Because you're expensive. Spawn projectile. Boomerang return to owner. That's good. Speed 350. And then we have like hit cooldown threshold a bit faster. This one is a nasty one. A bleeder. We're gonna call it a bleeder. Or bloodletter or something like that. The range. What's the range of this thing? It shouldn't be too big. Too long. Range 250. Huh. 160? 160 is a lot, isn't it? That's like 10 tiles. Yeah, but we have to... Huh. We'll see anyway. Then the rune slots of this thing. What do we have here? We don't have a rune slot. Well, only 2 in this one. Because it's gonna be like bleeding others out. And we're gonna make the rune slots like red. So 2 of them are gonna be elite. I think that the bleeding effect is stacking with this thing very well then. This is gonna be like an OP combo. Okay, boomerang return to owner, that's all good, all okay. Destroy on touch, hell no. Return to owner on hit, nope. Stop on touch, no. Ignore shooter collision, allies destroy on range reach, that's good. Do I have like reset on... where are you? Reset on projectile return, something like that. This one. And then, what do I say? With deal damage. Pierce damage, no pierce damage. It's gonna deal slash damage. And there's gonna be like a bleeding effect. But if you're smart, you can like apply the bleeding effect multiple times to the enemies. If I take a look at it here, from 1 to 3. Yep, that's okay. That's okay, because we're gonna take out the bleeding effect of which one? Of spiked club. Where is it? Spiked club? Nailed club? Spike club. Nailed club. The naming. The suffering. The bleeding. Here we go. Bleed damage. Copy. Bladed. Tappa rappa dappa. Paste as unique. Doom. Here we go. 1 to 3. That's good. So 1 to 3 from that, 1 to 3 from this. And how long does it last? The bleeding should last for 2 seconds or something like that. Yeah, let's do it. So status effect applied tick limit is 1. It's gonna be applied once, twice, 2. So in total, vanilla thing can deal like 12 damage. Or even more. Okay. I just want to see what's going on with the projectile of this thing. We have a bladed boomerang. I think the icon is here messed up. So it's items bladed boomerang. 1 second if we even have this thing. We do. That's okay. The essence should be sequencer. Don't ask what the essence were. Some weapons I had a plan that you would have to hold the button to unleash something. Yeah, not gonna travel there. Just a second. Store world ranged weapon. Do I have a separate category for this thing? Shooter weapon, ranged weapon. Do I have a boomerang? I should have a boomerang weapon as well. Should I? 4 weapons that behave in a particular way. Ranged weapon. Wow, the drilling. Oh, I gotta read the chat a bit. I'm sure I forgot it all, but some of it is still there, and it kind of started this horrible process of wanting to make my own stuff. Aha! 7 days to die was good. I actually learned a lot about the coding. Of course, ended up coming up with our own corn, fuel cycle, and GMO crops. Then I started creating custom Twitch integrations based on edit troubleshoot. 7 days to die was awesome. I had the tendency to dig under enemy bases and fill it with fuel, and you probably imagine what happened next. Exactly. Yeah. And Mr. Simon actually created me that helicopter thingy. I was so happy he did that. The one thing that kind of pissed me off is that they didn't have like bosses back in the day when we played. There wasn't like a big any super mutant thing. I'd love to see that. You know, that on 7th date you have like a random uber boss appear. That'd be cool. But anyway, we spent way too much time there in that game. It was pretty cool. I was the gatherer, and then we had like Gothar, and he was mining. Ironically, he was mining. He was meant to be my miner, like he is here in the game now. Yeah. That was all cool. He and Woogie were base builders more or less, and I was a scavenger. I loved it. Now they force people to new biomes. Exactly, that we've decided that we're gonna move and so on. It was a freaking cool game. I know that they had like early access for a long time. Like a really long time, right? Bladed boomerang, let's try to add this thing now. And see how it behaves. I just wanna see it spin. It should be spinning like super fast. Let's see if I have a projectile somewhere here. Boomerang. No, this is item category. Where are you? Of course, spawn projectile. This dude here. Speed 350, that's okay, but projectile data, this one. 2,500. You're a spinner, Harry. You're a spinner. Oh, to spawn bullets, it's small. Yeah, looks kinda good. Don't know how it will feel. When they added hubcap mines and they destroyed town biome. Town was the scary part. Played it. Hello. Wow. Okay, it still spins on the place where I'm at. It's too fast? Why you do that? You don't get picked up, huh? Boom shakalaka. Well, the cool idea would be like... Does this happen with every single one of them? I hope not. Well, they get picked. But what's with this one? This one, loco. What about glider? Exactly. I love this one. This one is my fave. La 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 la. Yo. And if you move, look what it happens. Jesus Christ. If you start moving, you know that the auto pickup triggers. Okay, the bleeding effect still isn't being applied. Okay. I'm so intensely out of the loop that I'm gonna just stick to my crab game. Maybe the distance per tick is a bit too fast for it registering. Don't know, we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it. Maybe I have like the underlying effect a bit. I mean configuration with the... What is it called? With a projectile. Boomerang, homing radius. Stop on touch. Destroy on touch. No. Return to owner on hit. No. Now I want to see what's the difference between this one and that one. 1 second. This is like legacy. Let's open it up. And the boomerang. Bangarang, bangarang. Ah, that's... Ah, shooter position, I'm gonna change it. Spawn projectile, here we go. Here we go, here we go. That looks the same. Origin. What did I do? Shooter position, that's the first thing. Of course I did, yeah. Never mind. This stays the same. Speed is 200. That one is 350. Even spread, everything there is the same. Maybe the speed is too fast. Speed, 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 speed. I think its travel speed is a bit buggy, I'd say. 350. What if we do 300? Is it gonna come back? And the other thing was that the effect wasn't applied correctly. Because I want to apply it only on owner dealing hit, but I want to add it on projectile hit. I think this will do well. And max targets under effect should be much higher. Add stacks and refresh. Yep, that's bleeding alright. Status effect no spreading, that's okay. Enemies. Let's see, level window, seems good. Gonna hit the play. I don't think I've ever played a horror or survival game. And I certainly never a PvP survival like I wouldn't ever like play that. Oh, you guys were some adventurous, huh? In 7 Days to Die. Yeah, I think the speed was a bit too extreme, but look at that. The boy's bleeding. Wow. Massacrati. Okay. Now, if by any means you find this thing, bleeding slash rune. Looky, looky. It's like a perfect fit for this thing. But it doesn't go. No. Shrapnel shot rune. Two pierce damage. I think this is cool. But it should be more stacking, because now only one stack is like applied. Bleed is good, yeah, right? Yeah, we have to add icons for that as well, and some people were also complaining that they don't know where each equipment has to be slotted, so maybe we should add some kind of a text. Like additional info, type of equipment. Of course, everybody, 23 is very entertaining. Give him a follow. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I want to see very much more bleed effects applied, because I have a feeling that something is off. By status group ID. By group ID and item. Add new instance. This is what has to be applied. I'm gonna call it... Now I think that the bleed will be much more bleedy, I'd say. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, now that you tell me about it, 23, I think we could add also a bleeding damage to it. No. Definitely. Also, does fire cauterize bleed? I don't know the word. Spike mines, I think they do. I was thinking like the spikes from environment, you know. Yup. Now this is the thing that we were going for. Look, it stacks. Now this is more brutal. See? How many bleeding damage? That's exactly what the bleed is about. Wow. I love it. But wait, I don't actually... Huh. No, actually, they shouldn't be hitting you at all if you actually, like... dash. Dash gives you a short invincibility. So, that's a powerful thing. What did I want to do? I wanted to do something. Blank. What the fuck? What did I want to do? I was testing this bladed boomerang. Ah, energy. It's not costing you anything. It should be expensive, like 10. Yeah, for the bleeding, for the spike, trap, something. We have like a sensor animation. What do I do here? Animation player and the enabled. I call what? Monitoring sensor blah blah blah. There's like a spike trap spike. Spike, 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 no. Trap master? No. Damage 10, like randomly. I don't even use an item. Nincompoop. I'll have to change this one. Exactly. Okay, let's just make sure that this dude drains your energy, because if it doesn't, that's a no-go. Okay, we do it. How does it feel in real battle? I wanna know. Whoa! And that's a vanilla one. But it slows you down, that's one thing. You get without energy pretty soon, so there is some benefit of playing with it. And some downsides. I mean, the rarity of the thing has to be increased because the thing is pretty powerful. If you guys agree. Look at that. Look at that. Especially when you're gonna have to be facing like multiple melee guys. You just put them in the same spot. Ah, looky, looky. They're almost immune. See? That's the one thing that comes out from the freaking spikes. And the accuracy goes down significantly. Sure. They call me Bleeder. Night Bleeder. Did everybody, I mean, did anybody watch the show, look at the show 100? It was like the biggest space odyssey ever. First time I started watching it, I wasn't a fan of it. But then, that thing became like super cool. It's the biggest odyssey out there, I'd say. They nuked the planet twice. Nothing can withstand the power of the Bleeder. The 100, exactly. You had... You know, there was only like 100 years in the future or something like that. But they already invented like their whole separate language. It's like the dumbest thing ever. But you go with it. One crew. Night Bleeder. Yeah. Look at that. Oh my god. That's... I don't think I can define this thing fun anymore. I mean... I think I gotta reduce the bleed a bit. So the bleed gets applied only... I mean, not applied only, but... that... it's gonna be lasting only 1 second. Because otherwise this is just... It's a pure massacre. Okay. Here we go. That seems like a good spot. Yo, rat sauce. Oh my god. Shakalaka, shakalaka. Oh, and cooldown, of course. I have to make a cooldown bigger, definitely. One thing. 1 point of bullshit. It has like a 1 second cooldown, while every single other boomerang has a 5 second cooldown. By default. This one should also have a bit longer one. So you're very dependent on the thing that you catch. Melee power. This one. Even more range power. How broken will that be? Let's go with this one as well. Can we get a cape? No, we can't. What about this one? Ice damage. On dash. Eh. Boom shakalaka. Now let's see if anybody wants to face me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is now more just like a reflex game, nothing else. No brains involved. Pure amygdala. There we go. La 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 la. Chaka maka chaka. I'm sad that you guys never gonna play it like that, you know, because I'm gonna nerf it. But it's fun. Ah! Oh! Yo! Overextending, are we? Time to eat some corn. See, the dude doesn't bleed, but still, I have so many things equipped in it that feels OP. I have to make him summon the enemies sooner, like his companions, because otherwise he kinda sucks. There we go. The undead are gonna be like, you don't want to mess with me. Is plucking a thing in Godot? What is plucking? I had 2 rat hats in the same shrine. Do you pull each item from the same dictionary? You don't pluck them, or maybe assign the shrine to... Aha, basically you remove the item from the array when you call it out. No, I don't remove it. I don't take it out because I don't really care about it. Maybe then you have a higher chance of picking it, you know. Really, if you have 2 items, 2 instances of the same item, it just means that there's a higher probability for you picking it, and yeah, I think it's not that bad. Or they're also bleed immune, these guys. At least not for now, you know. A bit broken here. Poor guys don't stand a chance. They call me Xena, you know? I just have to add like the sound effect. Something like that. Might I request a vibe change for the music? Of course. Tell me, would you like to listen, buddy? If you had channel points, I'd pay for it with those. How? There's a whole economy around it that I can make you guys change the music and so on. Is that a thing? Oh, by the way, I also changed this super powerful blast rune. It doesn't explode anymore, it travels for a while and shoots projectiles. Look at that. I'm gonna kite them. I think it's more powerful that way, that it doesn't explode immediately. They still kind of... It's still too fast. Huh. Let the trap hit you. It's a normal damage. Boom. I don't wanna die. Am I gonna die? Oh shit. It got me. It would be bleeding, I agree. Yo. I'm stretching my back a bit. And it's raining and it's pouring. Okay. So what did we learn? It's snowing, yeah. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. That's an idea that's gonna be added. 23, definitely. It has to be added, but the problem is that we don't trigger the trap damage from the trap master. I directly apply it to the poor player. Blood rain event. Monster slightly tougher. That'd be cool. I agree with that. Acid fog where you lose 1 HP every 3 seconds. That's nasty. I mean, I'm all up for that, but I get complaints that they can't defeat the first arena. That's the thing I'm scared about now. So I think I'm gonna have to change the arena a bit. Yeah, I think we have to down-tune the arena then. Let's do this. I mean, we the pro players, you know. So maybe min arena budgets should be lowered like from 60 to 80. That's one thing. Then Forest Arena level 2 also 60 to 80, 80 to 100. So you can quickly go through it. 100 to 120. Okay. Exactly. I'm down tuning the budget the arena have at generation. Okay, which game? I was asking you about the music and I completely forgot it. Hidden Gem, Slow Pole, Ethereal Intelligent DB, something like that, or more bossa nova. Okay, Forest 1. Then we have like... Okay. Otherwise, bossa in Slovenian means like barefoot. A girl barefoot. You're bossa. Bossa, si. Bossa Nova, Final Fantasy. I don't give any other bossa nova. But there's like Final Fantasy VI Bossa Nova Jazz Remix soundtrack. We were at 7 a lot of times. Let's listen to this one. Nah, not this one. Let's go with good old 7. Yeah. Going from the start. Here we go. 1 second. I rarely check the chat from the YouTube. I never see anybody coming from there. Logan was first and the only. Okay, note that arrays are passed by reference in GDScript, so modifying one variable affects other unless a deep copy duplicate true is created first. Exactly. Easy. That's why when I have item effects and if I want to apply like, I don't know, status on something, I always duplicate it. And duplicate deep sometimes. It's a thing that you have to get used to. But it's cool. Okay, so what did we tell? That the bladed boomerang has to have its bleeding effect reduced to 1. That's the first thing. And that we also want to increase its cooldown because currently it's just not making any sense. Maybe the number 3 would be realistical. And maybe its speed was a bit too fast, right? The spawn projectile was still brutal. 260 now. But that's the best way of practicing. Practice by doing, you know. You can't watch anything and call it a practice. Rinse and repeat. Okay. Can we close the boomerang chapter a bit? Let's just test it out one more time. Yeah, my pleasure. Anytime, guys. You just say if you guys feel like listening something different to speak up. I'll be a good DJ. Red item, bladed boomerang. Still fast, but okay. Much less effects. I don't see 9s anywhere because then there were like 3 9 numbers and that was like too OP. It's a good one. So one hit kind of, if you take account all of the numbers, it looks a lot, but it's not really that much. I don't think it goes above 12, like ever. Unless you stick something good to it. Okay. Now this one is good. Player add item. Glider. One more. Slow one. Feels good, but you can kite a lot of things with this dude. Okay, then we have a normal one. This one. Also fast, but not too fast. Okay. One thing I've noticed. Okay. So far so good. Do I have the names for every one of them? Boomerang, Bangarang. Wooden boomerang. Good. Bladed boomerang. Boomerang. Glider boomerang. Boomerang. Okay, time to commit this thingy. Yo! First I'm gonna take away what? Today I want to push up the new build, that's a thing for sure. There was actually a dude asking me for playtest key on the mail. I'm gonna send it to him. Why not? Because I think I approved only 5 like publicly through Steam. I don't know why I feel anxious, because I don't get like a feedback loop from the Steam directly what the players think. At least I don't know that anybody would be like reporting what they found out. It's, I don't know. Huh. Ay, 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 ay. One second. I'm gonna take a short break. Give me like 10-15. Gotta read one mail and take a short break regarding the bathroom. Be right back. back. Okay, what did I miss? Ah, so Logan's going off. Thanks, 23. Okay, now that bladed boomerang is working, and I think that all of the boomerangs are okay. I went by now. Yeah. Bye, buddy. I'm gonna also have to keep it a bit shorter today regarding the streaming because I have to work on other things as well, and I'm a driver today a bit more. So I think I'm gonna make builds, build it up, make it testable for everybody, and that's gonna be it. But first, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna check out that the slime itself is not gonna spawn here. And we're gonna wrap it for today anyway. So amount is 0. Spawn this one as max active entities 0. Let's be sure that we don't spawn it. Oh, I have to add the boomerangs and everything to the loot tables. Short pause, no. Aha! Thanks, dude. Thanks for reminding me. But what we gotta do? Bladed boomerang. I wanna see what did I set its rarity to be. It is currently rare. Let's make it epical. Music, huh? I also like it. Sound, none. Let's see, what happens if I make it mute? No, none, it's okay. And now default loot. Challenge room where we have like common items. I think that wooden boomerang is in this place. It's not, we should add it. And string. This is always risk, adding items like that. I'm gonna double check it. It's gonna be common. You know what? I'm gonna add this as favorite. So then I can simply always find it up here. I don't have to look it out so many times. Common, uncommon, wooden boomerang. Let's take it out. Okay. Maybe the blue boomerang should be here, a normal boomerang. It should be uncommon. We have so many places for this thing to appear. Yet we don't see them a lot of times, so I think that boomerang normal should be like an uncommon rarity. And where is it? It's somewhere here. There we go. Not rare, it's gonna be uncommon. Glider is gonna be rare. That's okay, and bladed one is gonna be epic, and that's good. This one, rare, and now the glider one comes in here. What is G? I don't see it anywhere. Did I add it? I didn't add it, huh? Now I did. And the epic is bladed. Let me just check the IDs if everything is good. This one. Wooden boomerang. Boomerang. It's showing up. This one is showing up as well. Glider boomerang as well. I'm just searching if I actually inserted correct keys, because sometimes you misspell something and then you're in trouble. That's okay. I think we've added a couple of more items like a couple of days ago. What did I add? Something was added, I can't recall which item. If we take a look at... If I'm not adding it to the table, it's not gonna be testable, that's the problem. Let's scroll through the items a little bit. No. What if I take a look at the images? Maybe something's gonna pop off. What were I working? Aha, definitely this one. Hitterbow. No, picklebow, right? And And this thing is like rare. I'm gonna make it epic. So that's like 4 new ranged items. I think this is going to bring something to the table. Okay. It's here, but did it get saved? Okay, something's wrong. It's in a rarity bucket. It's been added. I saved it. But why don't I see it? Huh. It's a challenge room one. Exactly, the game has demanded more ranged. Okay. Again, if I check it out in the challenge room, that's all good. And the epic one, there is Picobo. Why isn't it in change? I'm not sure. What the hell? But I triggered save like a couple of times. It's like Git is not detecting this one. What the F? You know what, I'm gonna reload. Saving it. Project, reload current project. I don't know what the hell is going on. It should appear in the change, but it's not appearing. That's what's freaking me the most. Reload it. Okay. What the F? Because I'm editing this thing in here and it suddenly got lost. How's that possible? I don't know. And I've added it. I'm 100% sure. Oh no, that's a wrong value. But if I add like a string, now it's added. Thank goodness I was double checking it that they are added. Maybe I should make it a bit more frequent. Yeah, let's do it more frequent. Okay, it's in. Saving it, committing it, that's it. Let's run it one more last time. Exactly. Everything seems good. Tomorrow we go on cartridges. We definitely have to go on cartridges tomorrow. Okay, finished adding boomerangs. What else do we have? Some minor changes, nothing significant. Okay, that's it. Take a look at the Windows builds. Okay, we gotta make them now. The demo and this one as well. Oh, I forgot to mention that those things should be much easier now. Not much, but a bit easier. Project export. 0.60. Yeah, I'm building it and then I'm uploading it to Steam and so on. So I'm gonna let you guys know when the new build's gonna be up. It's gonna be new test build and new demo as well. okay? So I'll have to write those change logs and everything. So I mean, see you tomorrow, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up for now because, yeah, gotta attend a lot of other things as well. So thank you guys for staying here, for being with me. Hope you had fun as I did. And yeah, I'm gonna be back tomorrow. So bye, see ya.